Hello there. In this part of the Scarecrow scene, I'd like to talk about compositing. I'm not the best compositor, but it's something that I know might be useful. So here I have the final render, um, and we have some extra passes like cryptomat, facing ratio, position camera, um, the fire pass, and depth pass. I usually do some extra passes in case I might need them just to be on the safe side, okay? But in this scenario, I decided to go with the Cryptomat, depths, and fire passes, okay? So here I'm starting with just adding a little bit of brightness, and I'm adding a little bit of that blue tint just to kind of emulate the moonlight, okay, since we're having a night scene. Then I'm extracting the fire and adding a few layers of blur on top of the image. This way I have this glowing fire that kind of also adds to the scene, okay? Then a little bit of color correction, and next I'll be using some extra material that I took from the internet just to kind of fill the background and add some more additional effects. Okay, so the background, here I have a simple background, and I'm just resizing it, fitting to the original format, square format. Okay, then I'm having the moon, so I'm placing it right here, and also a few layers of blur just to have some glow, and also doing some color corrections here. Okay, and then just join it together with the foreground. So this is what I have so far, and here I have some video footage of the fog. Okay, and I'm also doing some transforms just to place it as I want. Okay, and plus since I have a camera movement, so I try to kind of animate it to create that illusion of kind of zooming in. Okay, so and here I have what I have so far. Okay, and so using Cryptomat, I'm extracting the foreground of the Scarecrow and masking this fog so that I could have on the background. Okay, then I'm tinting it into a blue and just adding on top of the final composite. Okay, so I have the second layer, which I would like to see in the front, and I'm simply putting it on top without any mask. Okay. Next, I would like to give some volume to the moonlight, so it has some mystery look overall. Okay, so I'm tinting it to blue and I'm screening it. So as you see, it has some nice glow, and also I'd like that glow to kind of affect that that's Scarecrow, and just to run on the edge of the Scarecrow, okay? And just a slight touch, I see, just like I can increase that, but just a small portion of that volume light to have that that mysterious effect, okay? So next, here I'm using the depth pass that I would like to add onto the background, but it's not that obvious, so I simply left it as it is, but there's not much of effect on the scene, okay? And final tweaks. So here I wanted to add some noise, but let's see, actually, but I decided not to use it. I could actually delete this, but I'll do that later. Then I'm blurring the whole scene and screening it on top, again with some small mix values. Again, just overall bloom of the overall scene, just a little bit. Then again, grade to add some contrast. And then I got that footage of particles, okay, which I also graded and screened it on top. So this way we have some atmospherics that will also enrich our scene. Okay, and the final one, I decided to add some dirt lens. So as you see, just a slight, it adds okay, with some small mix values. And the last one is a grain. I've added some small grain, small, maybe average, and the last is crop. And yeah, and then simply render that out and send it to the montage. Yeah, adding some sound and so on. So yeah, that's all that I'd like to share about the compositing. Hope that was useful, and I'll see you in the next lessons, and goodbye.